Well, today's the day we're going to get started on the 1810 farmhouse. It's quite an endeavor, but I think it's going to be a very nice one. The first thing we need to do is some foundation and cement work here on the garage because they half finished it. And I figured out that this area here used to be the garage from an old drawing that I found at the town hall. And you can actually see where the driveway used to slope up to the old garage. And then it was, looks like a gravel floor here. Hopefully it's not concrete. I don't think it is, because they needed a variance to build this building here in 2000. So part of that permit, when I looked it up, was to demolish the old garage that was right here. So we're going to deal with that first because that's a structural issue. And we're going to deal with a few other issues with the foundation that we'll get into in a little bit. Okay, so task number one here in the 1810 farmhouse is to replace the water heater. And that is an emergency. It's leaking here. It's shut down. And right now what we're doing is I drained it into the sump system here. And then we'll pump it out with the pump. And we ran a hose outside to the coal bin. Right here. And it's doing a good job. And we'll change that water heater. Stay tuned. Okay, here we are in the 1810 farmhouse, and this room is what I call the coal bin, and the wood bin, what they used back in the day to store provisions. This might have been cold storage, and this wall is going to be mortared and parged. The gentlemen that were going to do that were just here. So what I need to do in here today is remove these old wooden bins and clear this room out so that they can work. You can see where the coal chute was over here. We're going to mortar that all up and perhaps pour cement in it to shore it up. The floor here is going to be poured at about 4 inches of concrete. Rather than jacking up the oil tank, we're going to just partition it off. Stay tuned. Okay, here we are down in the coal bin, and we removed all that wooden storage here and cleaned this room out quite a bit to get ready to start working on mortaring the foundation. You're also able to drain the water tank and get it ready for replacement, which will take place tomorrow.